Okay, moving on to question 5. A recipe calls for 4/5 cups of sugar. So this is in just one recipe. How much sugar will be required to make 3/4 of the recipe? Well, if we change these to some easy numbers, for example, if I tell you that 2 cups of sugar is required in one recipe, and if I want to make, for example, 5 recipe, how many cups of sugar do I need? Would you times or divide? Right, if in each recipe I require 2 cups of sugar, then if I want to have 5 recipe, it would probably multiply, right? It would just be 2 times 5, which is 10. I'm going to require 10 cups of sugar. So if you're timesing with easy number, you are also multiplying with the more difficult numbers. So we can just multiply them. It will just be 4/5 cups of sugar in one recipe times 3/4 of a recipe. And again, I can simplify, divide by 4 to get 1, divide by 4 to get 1. And then I just multiply them. And I get 3/5. So my answer is 3/5 cups of sugar is required. Or you can just say 3/5 cups of sugar. And that would be question 5. Question 6. If it takes 3/4 of a liter of paint to paint a chair, how much paint is required to paint 12 chairs of the same size? So 3/4 liter of paint for one chair. For just one chair. And then they are asking us if we have 12 chairs, how much paint do I need? Well, I would just multiply them. 3/4 liter for each chair, and then I times it by 12. This is 3/4 times 12/1, and then I can simplify. Divide this by 4. Divide this by 4 to get 1, divide this by 4 to get 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to require 9 liters of paint. 9 liters of paint. Question 7. A house is worth 328,000. Assets for 7/8 of its value. What is the assessed value of the house? So we were told that this assessed value is going to be the value of the house and then times 7/8. Yep, this number is pretty big, so you should be allowed to use a calculator for this problem. So I'm just going to show you how to type this in. So we have 328,000 times 7/8. And I get 287,000. So 287,000. Of the students in high school, 4/5 have cell phones, and 1/4 of the students with cell phones play on a school team. What fraction of students in a high school play on a school team? So we have 4/5 of the students have cell phones. And 1/4 from these students play on a school team. So again, we will just multiply them. So this will be 4/5 times 1/4. I can simplify, divide by 4 to get 1, divide by 4 to get 1. And I get 1/5. So I can say 1/5 of the students play on a school team. Question 9. The sales tax on a car in BC is 3/25 of the price of the car. What is the total amount a person will pay for a $28,350 car? So I can first calculate the taxes that we need to pay. Is 28350 times 3/25. Again, this number is pretty big, so should be allowed to use a calculator for this question. I will just type that into the calculator. So this will be 28350 times 3/25. Just that, we get 3,402. So this is 3,402. So the total amount that we have to pay is going to be 28350, which is the cost of the car plus the taxes. And then I would just add that up on the calculator. And I get 31752. So this person pays $31,752 for this car. Question 10. Sheet of paper is 27/4 inches wide by 26/3 inches long. What is the area? So area is always width times length of a rectangle. And they gave us the measurement of the width to be 27/4. And the measurement of the length is 26/3. And again, we simplify, divide by 3 to get 1, divide 27 by 3 to get 9, divide 4 by 2 to get 2, divide 26 by 2 to get 13. So now I have 13 times 9 for the numerator. 9 times 3 is 27, 9 times 1 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So I get 117/2. I can change this back to a mixed fraction. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16. So I get 58 and 1/2. And this will be in inches squared. So area is always in square units. It's in inches because both the width and the length are in inches. Find the volume of a box that is 15/4 centimeter long, 24/5 centimeter wide, and 35/6 centimeter high. So the volume of any box, any rectangular box, is going to be length times width times height. So width is 15/4, width is 24/5, and the height is 35/6. I need to simplify before I multiply. Divide this by 2 to get 2, divide by 2 to get 12. Oh, I could have divided both of them by 4. Divided by 4 to get 1, divide 24 by 4 to get 6. The 6 are exactly the same. I can just cross them out. And then I can divide this by 5 to get 1, divide this by 5 to get 7. 15 times 7 is 105, and the denominator is just 1. So this will be 105 centimeter cube. The volume is 105 cubic centimeter. So volume is always in cubic units. That's why we have this little 3 here. And it's in centimeter because the width, the length, and the height are all in centimeter. Edison wants to purchase topsoil for lawn. The lawn measures 38/5 meters by 45/4 meters, and the topsoil needs to be 1/9 meters deep. If she can only order topsoil in whole numbers of cubic meters, how many cubic meters should she order? Same idea, this is just like a box, right? You have like a lawn. So this would be the lawn. We were told that this is 38/5 meters, 45/4 meters. And the height here for the soil only needs to be 1/9 meters deep. So we just multiply them to find the volume. I can divide this by 9 to get 1, divide this by 9 to get 5. I can cross out the 2 5s. Divide this by 2 to get 2, divide this by 2 to get 19. So my final answer is 19/2, which is 2 times 9 is 18, so 9 1/2 cubic meters. Because we can only buy topsoil in whole number of cubic meters, no one is going to sell us that half cubic meters of soil, so I need to buy 10. So Edison needs to buy 10 cubic meter of topsoil. Family has an annual income of 58,680. Of this, 1/6 is spent on food. So food is going to be 5,860 times 1/6. 2/5 on housing. So 5,860 times 1/4. And then 1/4 on taxes. 5,860 times 1/4. And 1/20 on clothing. And the rest will be on transportation. So the rest will just be 5,860 minus this total. So if I add all these up, this will give me the total. How much is spent for each item? Okay, so I just need to do all these calculations. Again, because the number is quite big, I'm just going to use the calculator. 5,860 times 1/6. I got 9,780. 5,860 times 1/4. I get 14670. 5,860 times 1/4. 1/6 is spent on food, 2/5. Okay, this is supposed to be 2/5 for housing. So this would be 14670. Yeah, let me do that one more time. This should be 2/5. So this is 23472. And then clothing, 5,860 times 1/20. You get 2,934. For the total, I just add everything up. 9,780 plus 23472 plus 14670 plus 2,934. 780 plus 23472 plus 14670 plus 2934. I get 50856. So the rest will be on transportation. Just subtract them. 5, 8, 6, 8, 0 minus 5, 0, 8, 5, 6. So transportation is going to be, I'm just going to write it here. Transportation is going to be 7, 8, 2, 4. And these are all my answers for this problem. Okay, and then the last one, question 14. Of the student in high school, 7 out of 8 walk to school, 4 out of 5 have brown eyes, and 7 over 6 are right-handed. What fraction of the student walk to school have brown eyes and are right-handed? So you would just multiply all of them. Because 7 out of 8 walk to school, and out of these 7 out of 8 students, 4 out of 5 of them have brown eyes. And out of all these people who have brown eyes and walk to school, 6 out of 7 of them are right-handed. Well, actually, yeah, sorry. So the fraction means is out of the total entire student in the high school. So in this case, we are looking for the fraction of students that walk to school, have brown eyes, and are right-handed. So we would just multiply all of them. And these are small enough, so we can do it by hand. We can cross out the 7, and we get 1 for each. We can divide 8 by 4 to get 2, divide 4 by 4 to get 1. And we can divide the 2 by 2 to get 1, divide 6 by 2 to get 3. And we get 3 out of 5. So we can say 3 out of 5 of the students walk to school have brown eyes and are right-handed. Okay, that's it. I will see you in 1.3.